Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a video covering the translucent version of the Pulsar X2. It's not going to be a full review. I've already reviewed the mouse, both the medium and the small copy, and the Bruce Lee version of the mouse as well. I wanted to do this video though because I think a lot of us are pretty hyped about translucent gaming peripherals. It kind of takes us back to our childhood, back in the days of the see-through Nintendo 64 controllers. I think the design aesthetic here was nailed pretty damn well in terms of a gaming mouse and how well a translucent shell can actually look. I want to show you guys what you can see, what you can't really see through the design of the mouse, talk about my overall build quality, because I do think that still matters, whether or not the build quality is being improved from each iteration, each subsequent design and release of the Pulsar X2. But I just want to cover first the overall aesthetic. You can see the encoder pretty damn well there with the scroll wheel. I think that the red accents actually look really good between the scroll wheel and then this little strip here on the bottom side of the mouse, as well as the Pulsar X that you see, which I am assuming covers the battery there on the back side of the mouse. You can kind of see a faint outline of the PCB. You can see it. You can't really see all of the, all the circuitry on the PCB, but you see it. It's got that nice white PCB, so it does pop through the translucent shell. You don't see it well, but you definitely see it. When you turn the mouse to the side, you can see the buttons for mouse 4 and mouse 5, and you can also see the switches, the Huano blue shell pink dots for mouse 1, as well as mouse 2 when you turn it to either side. You can't really see the switches from the top-down perspective, but really when you get a full 360 around the mouse, you really do get a nice sense of everything that is in the mouse. You really do see everything. And you do kind of see the exoskeleton of where the kind of support points are for the overall structural integrity. Kind of transitions me to build quality, which happens to be pretty damn flawless. I can push as hard as I can in any direction. I'm not going to actuate the side buttons. The shell doesn't feel to be flexing at all from the top down or the sides in. Getting to side flex on mouse 1 and mouse 2, I have a little bit of side flex on mouse 1 and mouse 2, more so on mouse 1 than mouse 2. But overall, nothing that I felt in game, nothing in terms of any switch grinding or any sense of like plastic creaking or movement during actual gameplay. The scroll wheel happens to feel really good. Mouse 3 is very spammable. My side buttons are pretty damn tactile. I have just ever so slight pre-travel, almost no post-travel at all on mouse 4 and mouse 5. Actually really, really good. So you get a little bit of like that button pre-travel, but any sort of actuation. These are probably the best side buttons that I've had on any of the Pulsar X2 copies in the past. I think they've kind of buttoned up the overall package here and everything feels really good. Huano blue shell pink dots, I think, are the best feeling switches so far on the Pulsar X2. They do feel really good, really light, crisp, and tactile with a really nice feedback response when you are spamming mouse 1 and mouse 2. So the overall package here is definitely, I think, an improvement over prior iterations. I did not have the Boardsy copy or the Random Frank P. They sold out pretty damn quick when I was trying to get a Boardsy copy. But overall, the translucent version of this mouse, I could not personally be happier with how it looks. The overall texture of the mouse, it's pretty smooth, but does have a nice coating to it. It's not something that I have noticed become a slippery mess in game. It's actually a lot better of a coating than most mice that I've tried recently, coming from China in particular. Overall, a extremely well done version of the X2, one that I'm very happy with, and I think aesthetically speaking is very pleasing. And of course, the overall dimensions of the mouse have not changed at all. Weight on my copy is 57 grams. It is an advertised 56. And usually with any mouse, you get either -1 or 2 or +1 or 2 from the advertised weight. So everything is similar in that regard from prior iterations and designs. I don't have much more to say. If you guys want to see an overall review of the Pulsar X2, my impressions regarding the shape and the feel of the mouse in game has certainly not changed. But I do think that so far, this is the version of the mouse that I am most happy with. I hope that helped, guys. If it did, please leave a sub to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next review. Peace.